Speaking exclusively to Express.co.uk, the Tory MP for Morley and Outwood argued EU leaders are deluded in believing the European project still has a future. Ms Jenkyns warned the European Union should be concerned about the rise of far-right and populist parties, such as Italy's coalition parties Lega and Five Star Movement, and start listening to European people's concerns. She said, "They're deluded in thinking they've still got a future. I think the fact that we've seen the rise of this type of populist parties, I mean look at Italy as well, is that the European project, they've got their blinkers on, they're not listening to people and to what their concerns are. So what happens is you see the rise of these far-right parties, that should be concerning for them. That should be concerning. They need to listen." It comes as Italian Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini was forced to respond to attacks from the European Commission over both his migration and economic policies. European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker suggested the Eurosceptic Italian government could catapult the country into a Greece-like economic crisis. Mr. Juncker said the EU must do everything to avoid a new financial slump in the bloc after Italy put forward plans for a 2.4% deficit increase in its 2019 budget. EU News. Tory MP Ms Jenkyns warns Brussels to be concerned about Italy. Image. Daily Express. Getty. That should be concerning. They need to listen. Ms Jenkyns. But Mr. Salvini did not let the thinly veiled threat slide, hitting back on the 7 show Lega on Tuesday. "I only speak to sober people who don't make unrealistic comparisons. In such a big family there are no first-class or second-class children. If someone in Brussels babbles because they regret the loss of a precarious and fearful Italy, maybe to make business at a lower price using spread in the markets to scare people, they found the wrong minister and the wrong government." Mr. Salvini had previously urged the EU Commissioner to drink 2 glasses of water before speaking or face demands for compensation from the Italian government. He continued, "The President of the European Commission, comparing Italy to Greece, is making the spread gap go insane. He could have spared us that. Before opening his mouth, he should drink 2 glasses of water and stop spreading inexistent threats. Or we will ask for compensation." The Italian Eurosceptic was also forced to respond to the European Commissioner for Economic and Financial Affairs, Taxation and Customs Pierre Moscovici, who criticized Italians for electing a government he said was of a racist nature. On Wednesday, Mr. Moscovici said, "Italians chose a government clearly Eurosceptic and xenophobe which, on immigration and budget, is trying to get rid of the commitments taken with the EU." On Wednesday night, the Italian hit back at the Eurocrat, saying, "He is maundering. In Italy, there isn't any racist or xenophobia, but there is finally a government chosen by citizens which stopped immigrant traffickers by shutting down docks. We are dead tired of insults coming from Paris and Brussels."